Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Woo! Y'all, I just had one hell of a workout. All I did is walk like 2 blocks, but boy, oh boy, it was nasty. It's like 12,000 degrees out there. Anywho, I forgot to silence my phone, so that little funny sound, that's my phone, y'all. I forgot to put it on silent. And it's way in the living room. That's like really far, so I'm not getting up to go do it. Hi, Miss Moonlight. Hello, anybody else? Future watchers. So, this is for you guys. You guys, many of you are always, oh, don't start on me tonight. Many of you guys are always saying, how come nobody goes on after 7 o'clock? How come nobody this? How come nobody that? Well, here we go. You guys requested it. We are live. You guys can have us for about 60 to 90 minutes for those that want to hang out that long. If you just want to pop in, it's pretty much, as you can read scrolling at the bottom, watcher's choice questions. So no hold bars, anything goes. Just give me a heads up if it's political, because I have to get the one and only deck that I allow that to happen in my little beautiful library. So, hi Thomas, how are you, brother?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. I'm just a shuffling of decks. So, okay. So I need to say thank you to the beautiful subscriber. I won't say any names, but they made my day. I mean, like it got real funky when I woke up this morning, and I woke up to two. I woke up to two decks, y'all. So, I got this beautiful dream right here, and this one is a cosmic orphan made me do it kind of thing. Anyway, so this is the sacred she, or shay, however you say it, she, I think. Anyway, so I've got this. It's the same beautiful, wonderful, phenomenal artist that does Osho Zen. And you guys know, you see me read with that all the time. I freaking love it. I love anything that I can incorporate Oracle and Tarot. Oh, oh yes. And then it's got my little smidgen of curiosity, and some people might even say creepy, but oh my god, chef's kiss. And then I'll show you the box of the other one. I'm going to work with the sacred she. I'm not going to be sharing the other one though, because I am kind of very selfish with anything fae, elemental, pixie, tricksy, all of that, right? All of that, fairy, anything like that, fairy tales. I'm just kind of very selfish with it, but it is ah, once upon a time, and oh my god, I freaking am in love. I love me some good fairy tales, and this is dripping delicious with it. So, once it gets its beautiful coat of many colors on the edges. I will show it off one time, but other than that, sorry y'all. I mean, privates maybe I'll bust it out, because on private you guys get the full pick of whatever deck you want, so that you could maybe possibly get a read with it then. But until then, nope, selfish I will be. So what's going on, brother?
Well, I'm just taking my medication here.
Okay.
And I agree with you. It is very hot. Which is nothing new this time of year. But I'm feeling it um more the less patient I get.
With everything he just said, I agree with everything. So while you're doing your thing over there, I'm gonna jump over here and over here in the chats. I do not. I get that wrong every time. I hope you guys can see me okay. I've just kind of got a backlight going on because I had to turn the fan on, and y'all know I have seizures, so I can't have a ceiling fan and a light going because the the shadow effect kind of what can trigger and throw me into an absent seizure, and I'm not gonna sit here and space out. So I had to kill the overhead light. So I hope you guys can see me okay. All of the beautiful moderators. So I sent a shout out to a couple of my gorgeous, beautiful moderators that I trust emphatically for their opinion. And not to mention, they show up almost every scavenger hunt. So I asked a couple of my trusty moderators to send me one or two prompts for tomorrow's scavenger hunt. You guys, this one's going to be a doozy. I cannot wait. Okay, I don't want to scare anybody off before they get on the podium for tomorrow in case they pop in or they're here and they're, watching secretly and lurking. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just saying that I put my foot in it this time because I got some moderators kicking in to help me out. So, to the moderators that threw out those delicious, yummy prompts, thank you, thank you, thank you. To the beautiful subscriber that sent me a couple of decks to add to the scavenger hunts, have to pay attention because there might be one or two prompts from these two beautiful decks that I got. So, and that's what I do when you guys send in something or you donate something or you get something from the wish list. Thomas and I always incorporate it is that day. Sometimes we'll do a pop-up just to say thank you and show our appreciation, do little mini walkthroughs. We can do more extensive walkthroughs if you guys want them, but you guys, there's so many that do it. So if it's not a thing like personally, like a specific deck that I may have, or you purchase off my wish list and say do a walkthrough, then the mini walkthroughs, because of how many there are usually of every deck, that's when I kind of tend to say mini. All right, Miss Moonlight, hello, beautiful. Tiffany Tisdale. I, that is a tongue twister for me. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Ash. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? Ah, Plucky. Hello. Maruta, my beautiful rock. Hello. How are you? Hi. Mousy. Oh, Mousy. I love you, Mousy. Mosaic Insight. Ooh, I just love saying your name. Sorry. Hi, Mo. Mousy. Ash Maruta. Ash. Okay, comments. Are we caught up? Plucky, Maruta, Miss Moonlight, Ash. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. Okay, guys. So you guys, as you can see, it's scrolling across the bottom. Hi, Swampy. Thank you for coming. And you guys, as you know, I am so hopeful every time you guys show up because I don't expect anybody to be here. And when I see one person show up, I get real excited. So, those of you that are here, thank you because you could have been anywhere, but you chose to come and hang out with us tonight. So, we're going to have some funky fun. We might talk a little schmack. Who knows? But even though I'm a big fan of the cursey words, tonight's not that night, but we will have a shit spitting Saturday real soon. And we put them on a little later on Saturday nights for those, making sure all the kids is nice and out of the direction of the way. So anyway, it is viewers' choice questions. So as I said, anything goes tonight. You guys have the floor. I'm going to let Thomas talk for a minute if he's got his meds in him. And other than that, I will sit here and try to spot questions.
I
Your
have
turn.
been thrown a challenge tonight. And so I will be reading from a couple of decks. The Tarot of Curious Creatures. I'll pull 3 for your reading. And then that is by Chris Ann. And then also Paolo Barberi. Unicorns Oracle. So that's my challenge for tonight. and apparently I did um, a passable job the other night when I was reading with the Lorenzi tarot, and I
You
really
did real
felt
good.
I really felt connections and hits, and I'm hit or miss with hits, and that was really um, well. Mousy, meta readings are Mondays exclusively
He's
on
not
Hershey's
here.
channel.
This is not his day. Friday is not his day. He does not hang out with me on Fridays, honey. I got you on Monday, but just for shits and giggles, and I love the gag in it, and I'm taking that what it kind of is as a pun, a joke. We got you. I got you. You're gonna get something funky. Go ahead, Tom.
So those are the two decks that I have out. If you just want a regular, um, I've also got the Morgan Greer tarot deck available and within distance. 8 of Cups, nice and colorful, big pictures, no borders. I like no border decks. I like some border decks, but there's somebody who does oracle decks, and they're all like vignettes inside of an archway. And if they could just get rid of those
Colette Baron
archways,
Reed
I
does
can
a lot
imagine
like
the
that.
archway outside of it. I don't know if it's during virtue decks or
I know Colette Baron Reed has several decks like that too. I always usually cut the borders off, but those are like framing the picture, or it looks like a portal
yeah,
or a doorway.
making
I
a nice
usually
little
keep
vignette.
those.
And
Hmm.
if you step through this doorway, this is what you get.
Yep, yep, absolutely. Hi, Rossi. Hi, Rossi.
I
I
got
got
you,
you a star,
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Yep, we got 3 so far. We'll start when we get to 5. We'll hang out and talk and chit chat till then. Don't start on me. You rode my ass all night yesterday or whenever. Yeah, with Jane yesterday. You wrote he was on my ass. Do you understand me, brother? Your ass slept through it. But oh my god, and he is not, he's like Garfield. Do not pick him up. He don't like that shit. He will put the flu flops. He will 2 and 3-piece me real quick. Pow, pow, pow. Put me down. He don't like that. But man, did I see Maruta's request? Oh no.
Got you, Ash. Thank
Maruta,
you.
Maruta,
Got you, Rossi.
Maruta,
Thank you.
Maruta. I need to run down
We
and
hit our
grab my
5.
delivery. Can you save me a spot? Absolutely. I don't see
Oh,
a question, but I don't give a damn. Who else? Who else? Who else got added? Who else? Who else?
Rossi and Ash.
Ooh, I love reading for Rossi and Ash. Okay, so Rossi, I have a deal for you. And said to just honor the IOU. How about a, you know, 15-20 minute just a live, like a private thing with me, you and Thomas for your giveaway read that you won like 17 Sundays ago or some shit like that. I don't even remember when it was. I just know it was a very long time ago.
It's-
And Miss Tarot D, I know you're not here yet if you're feeling well, but I still owe you too. So, guys, I keep my promises and I pay my IOUs. So, Rossi, if you don't want to just throw out, 3 earth shattering questions, then we will definitely, absolutely, 10,000% make an exception. I mean, it's a giveaway. So if you want to do it that way, we can. But if you want to save it for a rainy day, you still have that option as well. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, Marita, let us know when you get back, baby doll.
Got you, Plucky. Thank you.
Mousy, I I hide it well, and this is like a form of my medicine. You guys don't know how well you lift me up. I was literally dead on my feet when I sat in this chair. I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to hit the go live button. But I, I don't know. You guys wash all this hope and energy over me, and I freaking love it. So you guys lift me up and give me the energy. I'm telling you, I'll be sitting on that couch bored as hell, or sitting in my room doing the flicker, wishing I could get carried off into one of them La La Zuzu lands. But sure enough, boy, I get on here, energy just comes. I feel it. Alrighty. You know what? Oh, I'm aware of that. All right, Ms. Moonlight. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. Who did you pick? I'm just, going over
No,
you and
we
shit.
just had a plucky heroine wants to know, how do we make an appointment for a private reading? We both have a
With both of
contact
us?
me. Either one of us, we both have a way to contact us through email, our emails, through our the About Me tab on our page.
Asshole. Stop throwing shit at me. Stop it. Stop it. They're throwing shit at me. Okay, all right. I'm here. I'm sorry. Stop with the distractions. Lord have mercy. Yes. What he said. All of
Okay,
our contact information is in our About section.
and I'll let
Ms.
you put up the
Moonlight says,
first reading.
I's here. Yep.
Miss
And she
Moonlight.
just wants her usual. So we got you on your usual, but I'm gonna make it a little funky. So I've got a whole bunch of funky decks here, and we're gonna play around and have some fun with it.
So, Miss Moonlight, on your read from me, from the Curious Creatures, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have these beautiful, beautiful hippos here, being the happy family, mother and child. A sitting hippo, and the child with suspenders. I think that is
Oh,
just so adorable. So I think you've reached that, you've achieved that, that happy family. You're content where you are, but it did not come quite so easily for you because we have the Nine of Swords. So you did fret and have some sleepless nights and agonize over some tough decisions in your life. But that's the wisdom of the owl here, sitting on her bed, and you don't take decisions for granted. You make informed decisions. You think about them, and the major ones you did fret over. And your final outcome card pairs also with the Unicorn Oracle. We've got Judgment, and I think maybe you, like all of us, um, are more of a harsh judge on yourself than you are of others. I think that you give people leniency, and you let them be who they are, essentially. And you, if something annoys you, or gives you a little picadillo about a person, you just rack that up to, well, that's their personality. And I see past the facade, and a lot of people here see past my appearance. I'm not a handsome person, and I'm losing my teeth, and I've got sibilant S's now because the tongue and the teeth don't go together quite right. And when I'm recording my videos, I've got a whiny cat in the background, and so you all give me a pass on that. And so you're speaking of whiny cats, good good segue. So your unicorn you got is called Not a Leaf Ending. So it's all these fall colored leaves, and once the season is over, you understand that all the leaves have to fall. You got to do a little yard maintenance before winter gets there and they get covered up with snow. But you appreciate the changes in seasons, and I think you even appreciate the change and the growth in you over your life. And that's what I have for you, Miss Moonlight. Thank you so much.
Whew. I think my cards have the utmost respect for you. That's all I can say. I always say the person's name that I'm reading for when I shuffle the deck, right? So that I know that I get cards that are associated for your energy, right? Not mine. And if you don't believe me, trust me, I check every single time before I touch cards. As long as I am in the yellow, I am not in it. I am completely biased, or I am not, you know what I'm saying? My bias is completely removed from it and it's strictly the team, right? So, first and foremost, they want me to start you off with electricity, that wildness, right? That wild woman, that beautiful dance inside of you that you and you alone. I hate the glare on these. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, that don't really bother me. I don't care, but when I'm showing them off, it makes it a little difficult. So, anyway, this beautiful wildness that's inside of you, this electricity, this bolt that is in you is so powerful because they paired that with Queen of Pentacles energy 14, which is about respect. This is the King of Pentacles. And then you've also got Temperance, right? So when you think about these three cards paired with electricity that's inside of you, this current, right? What I want you to understand is that that's the reason people don't make you carry the load by yourself. You can do it 100,000%, obviously, but they make you. You've got enough people that care about you and support you, whether they are on the front line, the sideline, or they're holding your back and making sure ain't nobody coming behind you with it. There's somewhere guides, living, past, present, they are supporting you 100%. When you think about the temperance card, right? This is the moderation, excuse me, the self-control, right? This is that in you. You know when to strike that bolt and you know when to hold it in. That is so hard for people to do when we have any kind of electric or power or energy like that inside of us, because we don't know the control it takes until we learn control, right? But obviously you've already got that because you've got the Queen of Pentacles going on here. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about a resourceful person, right? So when you think about the resources that you have at your fingertips and at the best tool you have of all, your mind, you understand everything that is always ahead of you. And you're usually one step ahead of it, if not two. So don't worry about it not working out for you this coming up week, because from the way it looks to me, it looks like you are not in it alone and you do have help along the way. And that's what I've got for you for next week, sweetie. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Ms. Moonlight, definitely do that.
And whoever is next, just tell me if you want me to pick from Morgan Greer or the Curious Creatures.
Oh my God. It's the inside joke, but it's going on in my head, and Miles is talking big shit, bro. I'm just like,
Hey, I
he
can't
says you
stray
think you're
far from
slick.
my roots. I mean, they're both tarot and Rider Waite Smith. Uh, I just haven't seen these cute creatures, you know. And sometimes cutesy
You think
is
you're slick.
okay. And
That's all Miles has got to say. He thinks he's slick, don't he? He's saying it on public, so we won't be able to do anything.
thanks for calling
OMG.
me out, Miles.
Well, you can write. You can give that one to Chance. I think Chance was the one that had the most to say about that. All right, Tiffany. Do you have a watcher's choice specific question? And if it's political, it's a go. I just got to get a very specific deck. Or if it's a love question, so I have a love deck, but me and my love deck aren't seeing eye to eye right now, and I don't want to put it in purgatory, but I need it to get a little more funky, and it just wants to stay wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and that's just like, where's the fun in that? So it's on a shelf, but I do have one. So
So it's
oh,
not
your
a
dad is
it's
sick. Oh,
pop sick.
oh no. Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you, Miss
Moonlight.
Moonlight. Jinx.
Yeah, I am so sorry about
Tiffany,
that.
do you have a
So we're doing health, guys. We're doing health ish.
would you like
We're
a
adding the
curious
ish. We're
creature
adding
or
the
a
ish.
Morgan Greer?
Uh, why would you do that? Could you turn it back on? You can turn it off.
Yeah, it's back on.
The light is still off.
Well, well maybe because your white tank, the screen contrast turned up.
Well, I didn't just put this white tank on, and it's
No,
been
no,
on this whole time.
when you were profiled, the screen went dark, and then when you I mean, when the light went off, you went dark, and you were profile, and it was dark. But when you turned back with the white tank, it brightened up on the screen.
Okay. You gotta give me a minute. I don't know about this. I gotta get the right deck. It's gotta be the right deck.
Okay, Miles.
What's he doing now?
Well, he told me no for the Morgan Greer. He 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 pinched me.
He put his foot down. Oh my goodness.
So
Okay, yes, I agree. That was a good choice. Yes, I agree.
So Tiffany, your reading starts with the Seven of Swords, and I think that you're preparing yourself for something that's painful. But I also think that you're trying to go behind enemy lines and take their weapons away, so that that weapons can't be used against you. So you're doing your due diligence and helping investigate uh, outcomes and doctors and stuff uh, for Pop. Um, Nine of Pentacles. Um, I would say that the family is comfortable in their surroundings, your homes, whatever, and we all hate change, or well, I don't know if we all hate it, but I particularly dislike change because I get caught up in a routine, and um, and the change is uncomfortable for people, and the thought of our own mortality is also, um, you know, I think your father will know when to fight and will know when it's time uh, to go to rest. Um, and it's the people that are left behind that are hurt from that life transition to an afterlife. And your final card is Temperance. Again, that balancing. And um, with Temperance, we have things that are we know are bad for us, but sometimes we can't change. So we get comfortable in those things that we do over and over, and we get comfort in the comfort giving things, which are usually vices. And so Temperance urges us to balance those things out. So don't take things to the extreme. Don't push, don't push, don't push. Just encourage and make sure that if you're involved with your father's care, that you get his opinion, because I think that gives dignity, um, and lets him have a say in his outcome. And the unicorn that we got for you is called Not a Boat. It's a journey. And so the the end of the life and transitioning for a person is that big unknown journey. We all can have our own um, preconceived notions or learned notions throughout our lifetime, but it's just like anything else. It's faith. You have to have faith that things will turn out for the best possible outcome. And that's what I have for you, Tiffany. I do feel that you're having stress right now, and um, I I can emphasize with that, because when my mother was dying from kidney failure in 2018, I got to go back to Iowa in July and say goodbye. Visited her every morning, afternoon, evening in the nursing home that she was living in, but her mind had already slipped enough that um, we couldn't have meaningful and deep conversations. But I could take her out on the patio where they had a nice flower garden, watch the butterflies, watch the squirrels, watch the birds, and she just enjoyed that. She enjoyed nature. She taught me a lot about birds, and their calls. We used to go canoeing every summer, and she would bring her bird book, and there would be the little song chart, so I knew what a red-winged blackbird sounded like, and a cardinal, and woodpeckers, just by their chirps. Absolutely, Tiffany. Treasure what time we have, and it's really such a small time. Human scale of time is a small time, but that's just what we know of in our memory, because we're in this meat suit, this earthly body. But if you've had past lives, and your veils from the other lifetimes that you may have had in the journeys, they're all there. And once we transition, we remember what soul contract we signed up for or were shown. And it's like, oh yeah, I did learn that lesson, didn't I? And I fought it, but it was my lesson to learn. Uh, and that's what we have to go with. We can only go with the knowledge that we have or have gained. And meditation and Reiki and anything that can give you comfort, um, you know, at this time, if you can fit those practices or modalities in, I think that might ease a little of your discomfort and fears and worries. And that's what I have for you, Tiffany. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Is that Rhonda?
You
Is that
know it
Creep?
is.
Oh,
No, it is
yeah.
not Creep. Creep is somewhere minding his and leaving mine alone. This one, on the other hand, the one that don't let me even use the bathroom by myself. Yeah, yeah, I know.
The,
Okay, so I talked to some friends, right? I work with the dead, so I kind of have a way of understanding things a little different, right? Because I work with the dead, I have the ability to remind people that there's no pain over there. There's no bills, there's no stress, there's no headache. There's peace. Peace, peace, peace. What my team wants me to remind you before I even go into this plethora that's on the desk here, what I want to tell you is that celebration is exactly what is called for. Anytime they get sick, do we worry? Absolutely. But we can't show them the worry, right? A deck came to me when I was losing my grandmothers, right? I lost one in 2020 and I lost one in 2021. So losing both of my last matriarchs, because I lost both of my grandfathers earlier in the 2000s. But to lose them back to back like that, this there was just I was in a pretty raw place, right? And I'm not the friendliest person when I'm hurt. As a matter of fact, I intentionally tend to lash out, right? So here's what they want me to tell you. We don't know what's going to happen, right? And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you, baby. I wouldn't. I don't work like that, right? I don't care how strong my connection is. I don't work like that. I'm not going to predict the future. I'm not going to predict anyone's destiny. And I can't stamp no date on anybody's feet. Mm-mm. Only they can up there. But they want me to tell you this. There's a whole lot of ancestors that are surrounding both, all involved. I don't know why both came out there, but it feels like a both kind of situation. Um, there's versions of their self from past walks that are giving them the strength, right, to go through this, and hopefully they can come out on the other side. That's the biggest hopeful cup I can give you, right? The ancestors that are surrounding you right now, they're also sending you messages and vibrations of celebrate now and then let go of it. Don't hold any pain in. Let it all go. Grief has a way of grabbing a hold of a lot of people, even in sickness. Before that, grief starts kicking in, right? Fear builds up and all of that. Don't let it. You have support out the yin yang, right? Yeah, it's a Pentacles card, but yeah, we're going to make it an Oracle card right now because I need the energy and I need to remind you that that was the card they picked for you. And they said focus on the word support. So that's where we're going to stay, right? I want you to know that there is support for every bit of it: the anger, the sadness, the coping, the depression, the anxiety of the separation. You know, some people get that separation anxiety, especially when they've had many, 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 many years with that person. Because my grandmothers, although I love both of my grandfathers to death, and I walk around here spitting Andy Dickey quotes every chance I get, my grandmothers, though, oh boy, they made me and molded me into the woman that I am today. Even though it took them 40 plus years to get me there, hey, I made it. They also want you to know that even if your chain becomes broken, right? So this card right here, it says love, but if you pay close attention to the chain is broken on this end. There's still a star there floating in midair. I don't know how good it's showing up, but that star is floating there in midair. It's not connected to either side of the chain. Why is that? Because love builds bridges. Hope builds bridges, connections, memories, happiness, laughter. Make sure you laugh a whole lot because there's a whole lot of harmony that can be found in these moments. These moments get us through the mountain that could be ahead of you. Now, when I was saying that there was a deck that got me through all that, that deck is the Ravenous Dracone. There's so much hope in this deck. I'm not selling the deck, but oh my God. So, what they want me to tell you first and foremost is that there is a promise coming to you and it will be fulfilled because they granted a family card in the same thing. So, this night only counts to show you that this promise will be fulfilled, right? So you have the Ace of Pentacles coming in there, right? So not only is it clarity and new things coming in and crafting and building and maybe even some financial gain, we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to stick to the promise part, right? You don't even have to do a whole lot of work with this promise because they're absolutely guaranteeing it. You just have to be there for yourself and for those that need you the most right now. There's a Six of Wands that rolls in here right with that as the victory card, letting me know that you got this. Doesn't need to be the Chariot, right? Guaranteed victory, because this Six of Wands is also a victory card. This card is good to be paired with that beautiful promise that will be coming true. This Five of Cups in reverse lets me know that whatever it is that's going on, it's not for always. It's just here for a short time. So make sure that whatever it is, it's in reverse. It's here for a very short time. There is a lesson to be learned, and then it's on to the next one, right? This is one of those life lessons that a lot of people tend to miss because they're caught up in everything but the moment itself. So make sure you stay very, very, very present. You got the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles coming in, right? So when you think about the Six of Swords and you think about the way that you're moving forward, right? But it's slow at first, right? I don't expect you to just get in it and be in a dang gone catamaran taking off. No, get a pontoon. Take your time. Take your time moving forward, but move forward. Even if it's just the current carrying you, stay moving forward. This Four of Pentacles also lets me know that you need to probably, possibly start saving for a rainy day. You know what I mean? We all need to occasionally do that, right? We don't know what is ahead of us, but when we start seeing the signs, synchronicities, and similarities that the universe shows us, it's at that moment that this miser card is not a miser, it's savings. So this is not a card telling me, oh, they're being selfish and they're being selfish with themselves. No, there's no miser in this. This is the one that is saving for a rainy day because there is something ahead of them and they're in flight to it, but they've got to collect all the pennies and coins that they can along the way. So trust me when I say, however this goes, just know that you have ancestors surrounding you, wrapping you in their love. They are not letting you and your family be alone right now. So take every moment, celebrate, laugh, play some music, dance if you can, because there's nothing better than getting to dance with your father. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
Hershey, I think we both need to show our recent talismans. Because you got that lovers or devil card that was, they were chained, but there was that star in the sky, and that star is hope. So my talisman
Oh,
is represents fearlessness,
hmm.
and we recently found this in some change. It's a new 2024 quarter that's got the word hope written on the back, and so I think let's give Tiffany some of that energy from both of these talismans and wrap her in love.
And a big old hug.
Yeah.
We love you, baby, and we're always here for you. Always. Well, at least I am. I'm on the clock 24/7, so I'm always clocked in. Anytime you need me, I'm here. I saw you sneak in, Tom. Don't think I didn't. Okay, so Miss Moonlight, Miles says he is not a mile marker on a highway. That was his answer. Sorry, I didn't. I needed to stay in the element of talking to Slim and a few others that came in. A Reaper and a Rider came in, so I had to, understand what was going on with what they were trying to show me. So anyway, long story short, he says he is not a mile marker on a highway. Yes, he absolutely has a thing for human ghosts. They are very entertaining to him, but it's MYLES. He says. He is an asshole like that. Don't take it personal. Miss Tarot D. I love you. I love you. And I spoke about you earlier, so I'm glad you got the message. You know I still owe you that I owe you read. So you need to get with me, girl. I'm just saying. On what? On Snap, 1,000 pardons. He has one hell of a sense of humor, guys. Come on, anybody on my team, the shit talking I do, they got to be able to talk shit right back with me. So there is so much humor on the other side. It's a little more gory, dry, and irritating, but they think it's fucking hilarious. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, we need to do that thingy thing. I don't have to. I don't have to. Okay. I have to put Ravi up now. I'm a little selfish with her, but there is so much healing in this deck, guys. So much healing in this deck. Ooh, so much healing. I love that deck. It found me when I needed it more than ever. So I use this for painful kind of stuff like that because if we were in a private, I would have been reading you the cards and it just would have just fell in. But I hope it helped you some way, sweetie. You like him even more now. He's very personal. Don't invite him in. I'm telling you, I'll be sitting here going, "Is Miss Moonlight eating caramel popcorn? What, Miles? What are you doing?" Ooh. He is a mess. Mo, you are not allowed to watch Gladiators. He says. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He says you're not allowed to watch Gladiators right now.
That's the Olympics.
Through. Ooh, I have got to watch it as soon as I get done here. But I ain't done yet. All right. So, as you guys can see, watcher's choice. I have not done last call yet. So, if you guys want to get in a question, go right ahead. Mousy, you are up, love bug. And anybody, if you go on the description or the moderators drop links, if you guys donate or if you go to our wish list and you gift us something from our wish list, you'll see it on the channel immediately. So we love showing off what you guys share love with us and get for us. So thank you. All
and
right,
we are
Mousy.
trying to
Okay, so
we're trying to work at getting a analog spirit box so we can bring back spirit box Saturdays.
Yes, because a ghost broke mine, and I can't get Tom to bring his. He won't loan me his because a ghost broke mine. Like, why the hell would Tom loan me his when a ghost broke mine? So I have to earn an S box.
So the vocal cat tonight is Rhonda, misnamed Rhonda.
It is not.
I don't know how to sex a cat. It's a fixed
His
male,
name is
so it's
Ronnie.
RHON or Ronnie now. So, and then the other one is Andy, and Andy is all black and very heavy for the little feline that he is, but he is all
He's a mini
muscle and
Garfield.
all sass.
Oh, you're talking about Creep.
Yeah.
I thought you were still talking about Ronnie.
Ronnie's vocal.
Very much. He's very talkative. God, Tom, see, we're on the same page here. A ghost broke mine. It went flying, literally flying all the way across the room. So it was gone, done deal, over with. So I have to get another one. Yes, the ghost, specific ones. I do know they do have some pre-programmed words in there, but they're not set off to go off on any specific time. They do get picked up on the white noise that's going off, but there is some that have programmed words. I just choose to use an analog one because I usually have it running in the background and I have my little, necrophonics or something up close to the microphone so that you guys can hear, but it's also being said on the background too. You guys, we've done S boxes before where Tom graced us, which Tom from earlier ritual graced us with his gorgeous analog that he made by himself. So guys, there was no pre-programming going on there. So it is wonderful, and hopefully in August I can bring it back and I can get Miss Tarot D's butt up there talking to some ghosts with us. So fingers crossed I can earn the money for the spirit box. All right. Mousy, mousy,
Okay,
mousy.
for
Mousy,
the
mousy, mouse.
beautiful Mousy, we're gonna start out with our Eight of Cups. So, Eight of Cups is that reminder to walk away from something that no longer serves you. So, whatever modality or whatever thought process you have, or whatever preconceived notions you have that's not serving you, this is a reminder to walk away and leave it behind. Not always easy to do. Always, when we get that cue, again, if we're comfortable in the position that we're at, we do tend to fight things. Oh, another eight. Eight of Swords reversed. So this is like your breakthrough card. You no longer have the self-imposed imprisonment. You're free to go, and you don't stand to be tied up by yourself. You don't stand to be tied up by others. You have all those things going for you. So when you have the feeling that you need to go and do something, you can do that. There's nothing really there to hold you back other than a thought process that might not be serving you. So if you're holding yourself back, please don't. Your final card in the tarot of the Curious Creatures are Six of Cups. So we've got nostalgia. So I don't know if you're stuck in not stuck, but maybe reliving some past happier times, or maybe even past traumatic times. But I think that this Six of Cups is saying, um, go ahead, look at the family albums, the photo albums. Remember those good times. Remember the bad times. And if you don't have them in proper perspective, um, just file them accurately where they need to go. Um, you know, the past is the past. The traumas can't hurt us anymore. And I know that you've been working on your shadow for a long time, and thank you for trusting us during those shadow reads. So Mousy, that free to roam. This unicorn it says not a planet, space. So give Mousy space, because she's got infinite directions that she can go and infinite possibilities. And space is so vast, we can't even conceive how big dreams can be for Mousy. So I love those cards for you. It seems that if you haven't just had a recent breakthrough, um, big breakthroughs are coming up for you. So uh, that's I'm feeling great about that, Reed Mousy. Thank you.
Okay, so basically, they wanted me to kind of check you from the crown to your solar plexus to your roots, right? So we're going to do the top part. And what I want you to understand is the energy of all of this is about putting something down. You got the death, right? But this isn't a physical death, right? This isn't even an elemental death. This isn't a death, anything other than consider the tower card, right? There is a spiritual awakening happening with something, right? Now, I don't know if it's going to be up here because I haven't looked at the cards. I don't know if it's going to be somewhere in the middle or if it's going to be down at the end. Hello, straight up tarot. How are ya? What I can tell you is that it is going to be epic, right? And it's not going to be painful like a tower. I don't want you to go there and think, oh my God. No, no. Not allowed. What I want you to understand is that it is final. You're done with it playing with you. You ain't got no more time for it, and it can't afford the rent in your head any longer. Jack that rent on up and tell it to go. What I also want you to understand is that you got the privilege card, right? And I'm not talking just privilege. I'm talking 10 of Pentacles kind of privilege, right? And they paired that with the moon for your crown. So you got a healthy thing going on up there, right? So I don't think it's actually in the crown area because there's too much rocking for you in a good way going on here, right? So the sacred she says that it's the it's the privilege, right? It's the gated community, the red carpet, the gorgeous statue silhouettes that sit in the yard, the big funky doors that people walk through. It's that kind of privilege, right? But without that privilege mentality because they paired it with the moon. You would rather run around in some cutoff dickies, some flip flops, a tank top, and still have that money and live humbly than go and do all of this with the flashy show, or at least that's the vibe I'm getting for the crown. The crown has a good healthy balance. It likes to spend it because it earns it to make it, but at the same time it has the utmost respect for it because literally there's two types of people in the world, right? I say this all the time: the type that make the money and the type that let the money make them. And seeing these two cards, you definitely don't let money make you. You make that money and you enjoy spending it. So continue letting that crown shine, baby, shine. In the middle part, I'm not going to necessarily say your heart or, your solar plexus, but somewhere there in the middle, what we have is intentions and four of coins, right? So something with intention. So when you think about this would be the knight, right? 11, 12. Yeah. So this would be the Knight of Wands. And it's coming in as a frickin'. That does not feel good. Ugh. So anyway, it's coming in as a real free spirited kind of angel, right? As a person, right? But come on, she is riding a horse, shooting rose arrows. I'm not a rose kind of girl. I'm more like a Lincoln. I mean, damn, Lincoln, really, really. Lily's kind of lady. But this rose, if I could shoot roses, long stem roses with arrows, I would do it in a heartbeat. So then you got this genie, right? This genie is saving up for the day that his lamp is going to get rubbed because he's going to bless somebody. So continue to save up, boys. You to save up because I promise somebody's going to rub your genie lamp and you are going to have one gorgeous blessing, not just for yourself, but for the person that you choose to share it with. Down in the roots, we got a whole lot of rest going on, right? We got the Four of Swords, and I'm telling you, this is the most gorgeous Four of Swords I've ever seen in my life. I need my feet up, looking in the water, and a butterfly on my damn toe. Right now, I want to do a card toss, but I can't because this is the Sacred She, and it's not even 24 hours old yet. So what I can tell you is, yes, honey, yes. Get them feet up because they paired it with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So when you think about the Nine of Swords in reverse, the first thing that you're going to get is to know is that there ain't no depression going on. Not when you resting like this. We ain't laying in no hammock. We ain't laying on no concrete couches and slabs and none of that. Ain't no God's green couch. This is a God's couch, but it ain't the green one. You know what I mean? I'll take this one too. So there is no anxiety, there is no worry, there is no depression. That none of that. This is over it, and it's letting you know that you deserve this. So treat yourself, love. Like I said, you've got a beautiful ending of something coming. You're just done playing with it. You ain't got no time. And other than that, everything inside of that beautiful temple of yours is shining like new money, honey. So keep it up. That's what I got for you, Rossi. I mean, Mousy. Mousy, I got Rossi on the brain.
So, Miles told me that Rhonda needed to come in and mark Andy's litter box. I've got Andy's litter box, inside litter box, and Hershey's got Rhonda's inside litter box. And as soon as you clean one out, the opposite cat has to mark territory.
Maruda, I love this. Oh my god. Mosaic, Mosaic, calling Mosaic. You might want to take this down. Moderator, Mosaic Insight. Please get this, get this, get this. Okay. All right. On to the next. Okay, Miss Moonlight, we are done. We did that one. Okay, Ash, you're up, baby. All right. After Ash, we got Rossi, Maruda, and Plucky. Okie dokie. What? Get this. Get this. Get this right here. Get this. Right here. Get this. Y'all, it's a whole thing. We're working on our our blessing waters. So we've been working with flowers, and I'm telling you, there's a reason you said that, Maruda, and I'm taking advantage of it. So that's why I'm making sure it gets noted. It's very important to stuff that is going on in my world right now. Okay, okay. Of course I removed the
Ash.
star. Now who were we doing?
Ash.
Ash. Okay, Ash it is.
Okay, so Ash, you drew the Seven of Pentacles, and that is our card for Sunday for interactive tarot journaling. And this is not a card for the short-term duration. You've got a project that's going to take you spring, all of summer, and fall. So you till the ground, you plant the seeds, you cultivate the weeds. You let the summer go. You hope for the rains. You hope for sunshine. All those best growing conditions, and then in the fall, your work still isn't done. You're working this whole time. You're pacing yourself out for the long haul. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But in the fall, you get to reap a great harvest. And with these pentacles, you see one of the pentacles is in the center of that sunflower. So, sunflowers are a symbol of bounty, a symbol of the sunflower bows its head at night, and when the sun comes up, it tracks the sun across the sky, and at night it bows its head. So it pays homage to the sun and faces it and smiles the whole day. So you can get all those seeds, first of all, to feed you or to make oils, and then to feed the birds, and then to drop and reseed the new field, And if you see the spirals inside of the sunflower head, it's a mathematical property that we see all through nature called the Fibonacci sequence. And it makes those beautiful spirals. It makes the nautilus shell, and it makes that double pattern of like things that resemble leaves around the center of that sunflower. So whenever I see that sequence in nature, um, you know, man wants to make sense of it and has just come up with the pattern and add it. Like you start with one and then you got another one and you add those two numbers together to get a two, and then you add the previous numbers, two numbers together, two and one to get a three, and then you add three and two to get a five. So it's us wanting to make sense and make something mathematical so our brains can understand the beauty in life that's around us. And there's beauty in order and there's beauty in chaos. So the next thing, Ash, is you may be going into hermit mode. We have this nice little rhinoceros holding up the lamp of enlightenment, but you have to take your time and go to a place that's calm and soothing and gives you solitude to ponder what it is you need to ponder. And um, it, only you know when to come out of hermit mode. Um, some people get very comfortable in hermit mode and start pushing people away. No, just take that time, and once you've um, taken that breath and you've thought things out and you've got a plan, then you need to come out of hermit mode. You need to come out of that self protection and self enlightenment and put that plan into work. So it is, even though it's a card of pause, it's a card of action. So you've, um, with the Seven of Pentacles in this card, I mean, it's work for you. I mean, you do it, you take your time, and you give it its proper time. And then we got another seven. We had two eights in the last reading. Now we got two sevens in this reading, and this is reversed. So I guess once you come out of hermit mode, those little fighting for to be king of the mountain, Ash, is going to be easier. It's if you're going in to protect yourself from all these people that are fighting with you right now. Once you come out of hermit mode, that is going to be over for you, and that's I think a promise from Uni. Um, and your Dragon Oracle card, it says not a dragon. Is it dragons or unicorns? It's unicorns. I'm sorry. Not a dragon. You got the white unicorn. Purity. So I think after you go into that self reflection phase and come out, um, you're gonna have a cathartic experience and a soul cleansing, and you're gonna be pure of mind and pure of heart. So recognize when you need to take that rest, because you got work right now to do to plant the seeds and tend them and get your harvest in. But once you go into hermit mode, maybe in the winter, when things die back and go into um, stasis or hibernation and re-energize themselves for the following spring, that might be when you need to take that um, trip to come out of your hermit mode. And that's what I have for you, Ash.
Okay, so first of all, before I get into this, Ash, give me 1 second. Um, Kermit mode, Tom? Kermit mode?
Um,
Inquiring, not you. Early ritual, sorry. He said something
uh,
about Kermit mode
it's
is something other than hermit mode. Anyway, I have to know what Kermit mode would actually be.
well,
And also, go ahead.
toads and frogs also.
I mean,
Where do they
obviously
go?
Kermit
They
the
go
Frog.
into what? It's not hibernation. It's what torpor for the winter. When they
That's a
it's
fun
when they
word.
slow down their breathing and their metabolism and bury themselves and just um, emerge back in the spring once everything's warmed up and their respirations get back to it's it's sort of like not freezing, but chill, just chill for the season. And when the sun comes out and it's fair weather again, emerge
Okay,
from the
gotcha.
torpor.
Stop yelling at me.
What?
Okay, and the other thing I wanted to say, the other thing I wanted to say, to early ritual is, are we talking about Terra Viata, like the deck? Like, are y'all rubbing it in my face? What are we doing here? I mean, come on. I know you're being an asshole, but I mean, look, if you're not going to be an asshole on my channel, you will get put on timeout around here. Y'all know I don't play them games. I wanted to know if it was there some kind of secret joke I needed to know about because I liked it. Let's go to Kermit mode. I freaking liked it. Anyway,
You're welcome, Ash.
let me focus on this while I'm over here dreaming of Terra Viatel and all. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I know what deck he's talking about, and I'm just slightly jealous. But anyway, okay. So Ash, what I want to say is probably going to be the exact opposite of what Thomas just said. If you go into hermit mode, everything you're working on will stop. An artist, especially a starving artist, has to get out there every single day to get heard. I'm sorry, honey, but you have a music career. That is one of the hustling, go getting, hardest ones out there because you got to go sometimes every single night and get heard. Even if you're just standing on a corner, or if you're in a subway, or if you're playing at the smoky bar down the street. Twice a week just to get your sound out there, or if you're reaching out to people that happen to know music producers or people that are engineers or something, no matter what their genre is, you need those connections. And honey, you can't do it from hermit mode. You've been in hermit mode like pretty much the last 6-7 months. It's time for you to hustle. You have you have the hermit standing over the laziness card, right? So, because the hermit is over the laziness card, what I want you to understand is this hermit, the Hierophant says absolutely not, right? This is like the king trumping the Joker or the knight, right? Or the duke. What the king says goes, right? So what the Hierophant says goes. We're trumping this king, right? This lazy king. We ain't worried about that lazy king right now because we have rested all we can rest. You need to get out there and hustle. You got a brand new journey coming ahead of you. I don't know if it's about finding an engineer, a producer. I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. Maybe you got to reach out to other states. I know it really freaking sucks, but those surrounding states, Georgia, Alabama, there are people that will listen, and there are the little nightclubs or the little sandbars there in Florida that have the open mic nights and stuff. You can get out there. I promise you can get out there. This fool was blocking the Eight of Swords. So no more. No more. Get out your head. You're not allowed. No longer allowed. The two cards that fell sideways was the Ace of Wands. So you've got a whole lot of inspiration coming in, right? You've got creativity and a brand new something, right? Something brand new is burning. Do you see how hot that is? Yeah, hot. Something needs to get out. The next one that fell is the Rebel card. So this is the Emperor, right? So again, we have an Emperor trumping all the laziness, going, ain't no hermit mode, ain't none of that happening right now. Hump, hump, hump. I promise you, keep going. You are so close, my love. Keep going. And that's what I've got for you, babe. What? I can't give you the undivided attention right now. I got to do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. I'm never good enough.
You need to bring the patio chair
I
in
just
here
did.
so you can share the chair with Rhonda. Rhonda really likes to share a chair
Oh,
with her.
okay,
She
yeah. Ash,
outside.
meet Tom. Early ritual. Tom, early ritual. Meet Ash. I promise you guys got stuff in common. I promise. All right. Next for the Watcher's Choice Awards question goes to Rossi. Rossi, my beautiful, wonderful Rossi, and then Maruda and Plucky is after the beautiful Rossi. My cat is laying on top of me. Man, he don't leave me alone. You guys don't get it. He will not leave me alone unless he is laying right outside the back door, patio door, because he loves the sun. I mean, he's just a fat cat that loves the sun. Other than that, he is either on my bed or at my dang on feet. Trust me. Ronnie does not leave me alone. It's like he chose me. I didn't even choose him. His daddy is right here on the screen with me. But no, no, no. Auntie Hershey can't do nothing without him. Creep, psh, Creep don't give a damn. Ronnie, and don't let Creep come in the room. No, no. He don't let Ronnie play with his toys, so he can't come back there in my room and play with none of those toys. He ain't having it. They don't share very well.
Andy is hard on toys and breaks all his toys.
Oh, I'm jealous of you, Amanda. I can't wait to get one of my grandbabies on me. I got 3 of them I'm just itching for. Oh, I can't wait. Just lay all 3 of them on me. I'll be okay. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, Rossi, 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 Rossi.
7 of
Alright, something
Cups.
fun
Rossi,
and
we
fun.
have the pondering bloodhound here. And are you in a situation where you're confused and you got some choices to make going on right now? And you're really torn as to what the best outcome would be for you. You don't you're you know you've got options, but you don't know which one to pick. So um, you know, take do whatever ritual that you do to get clarity in your life to resolve that. You get out of it pretty quick because you become the Queen of Cups, and this is my Myers Briggs personality card. The Queen of Cups, of course, being that LGBTQ person that I am. I've been referred to as a queen before. I will accept that, especially when it's got a fiery passion to it. And passion is what it's all about when you're living an authentic life. Um, you're not living for somebody else. Live for yourself, and make sure that you can. Um, Hello, Sharon. Uh, Make sure that you keep your integrity so that you don't let yourself down or become quote unquote ashamed of yourself, because you never have to be ashamed of yourself. Be unapologetically you. Whatever choice you make, own it, even if it comes out to be not the best decision of choices. But I think um, you do a lot of things We have the Nine of Wands. So you do a lot of things out of the sense of duty. Um, I feel that you are an extremely loyal person to your job, your own ethics, your friends. Um, and I think you do have a strong sense of knowing who Rossi is, and going with what you're led with. And I don't think that you have a lot of regrets in life. Um, I think you get over the small disappointments quickly. But don't beat yourself up for making a wrong choice, because you're just making up your choices on the information you have at the
Mhm.
time.
I see it.
Um, and along with the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands, this unicorn says, not a flame, creativity. So I don't know what your hobbies are. I don't know if you're artistic or anything like that. If you love to cook, put that flame, that passion of flame, into those creative things that you do, Rossi, and I think that will serve you well. And that's what I have for you. Thank you.
So, when I was looking at it, I was like, but that don't make no dang on sense. Y'all know I don't do spreads and I don't do whatever card falls out first. I look at the whole picture, right? So, there's something that needs to be addressed first, right? And that is the direct message. So you got a 7 and 8 of swords. So the direct message is the next card that came out, right? This 5 of cups, right? And it wasn't in reverse. So I was like, well, dang, that's kind of not fair, right? But here's what I want you to understand is if you pay attention to this little funky card, he's holding 2 of those cups out, right? He's holding out for hope. I know that a lot of decks don't show the hope in this card, but I'm telling you, he's holding out 2 cups, right? He is not worried about what is down there. He is still equally sharing what he has. You don't have to worry about the one that got away. You ain't worried about all that. It wasn't meant for you to begin with. There is such a deeper meaning to the cups, this 5, when you see him offering 2, right? So he's willing to share. He's not willing to get mad about the one that got away. He's willing to give away half of what he's got. He's not worried about it because he trusts in the universe. So, what I want you to understand is although this card is done so much differently than most fives, I understood it because I had a sneak peek in the book, like, what? And then it made sense. I was like, oh, see, I forget about that part of the 5, right? The deeper meaning, like when you're journaling and you're realizing the one that got away wasn't the one you really wanted to begin with, the one you needed, you already had. Pay attention, right? Continue to always offer your cup. You have more hope than you know what you are capable of. Keep going, don't stop. It's in them hands. Again, both hands extended out to give because that's what you do. That's what you're going to do. If you're not doing it yet, you will be. But I know that you have a beautiful hobby that you love spending time with and you're really, really good at it. So I know it takes both hands to make those gorgeous magic knots. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. We've got justice covering a tower moment, right? So the best part about this is that even though the tower is still going to happen, you got justice coming right behind it, right? So there is a whole lot of get right coming with this tower, right? Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to sting. And hell, every time Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, there was always somebody there to put him back together again. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Yep, you're going to fall off the wall. You going to crack up, but you will get put back together. This time, when you put yourself back together, you're doing it with justice. With justice supporting you, you can literally stitch all of those scars up and you can flaunt them because you earned them. Those are gorgeous, beautiful scars that are the good intentions that follow. So just know the justice is coming right in to help you clean up the mess. It's going to hurt, but it's going to feel so good when you get it cleaned up. There's one more thing that they wanted me to address, and that is a 10 of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. I mean, come on now, right? It just keeps going and going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It doesn't want to stop. They just kept dropping cards. I'm like, well, damn, really? Really? Okay. So there is a blind spot, though. And that's not even where I've gotten, right? So you've got this ace coming in, this Ace of Wands, right? This Ace of Wands and this creativity and this inspiration, this invention, something is really, really getting you. So to get this kind of promise, what you have to understand is that the work is basically already done because you got the 10 of Pentacles, right? You've already done all the hard work in the Pentacles. You've harvested, you've done the last, the 9, you've celebrated it, and now you're at that 10 and you are at a place of plenty, right? So this wand, this energy, this promise that's coming into you is going to be fulfilled, but you got to do a little bit of the work. But the biggest part of that, you're on the home stretch. It's already done. So keep doing what you're doing. Your blind spot is the 7 of Cups, right? You're going to have to tear something apart one by one. All them things that are just sitting there, skeletons in the closet, dust bunnies, hell, I don't know. Maybe you got 45 closets in your house. I don't know. But you're going to have to take them down one at a time. That could be where the tower kind of starts peeking its head at. So, whatever it is, one at a time. You don't have to do it one step at a time. You just have to do it one piece at a time. Take your time, make sure that everything is cleaned out. And when you are done, I think that there is something that you can't even imagine. Maybe the impossible becomes possible. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
Okay, we have Plucky and Maruta in the list. Did we miss anybody since asking?
Last call, guys. Last call. If we missed you, get it in there now. Maruta, you are up, love bug. And again, this is last call too, guys. Maruta, Maruta, Maruta.
And Maruta has been gone and back. Maruta, I know you're not afraid of being the fool and taking that leap of faith because you are not bound by fear. I've never seen a bit of fear. You are brave to a T. You let us experiment with new readings on you every time, and you have that sense of adventure. You trust in the world. The world has your back because when you do that, when you step off the cliff, then you're ready for transformation, death, and big. These are both are big cards to be paired together. If you jump immediately off the cliff and then you have a transformation, it's like, wait, I didn't have a chance to learn a new lesson, and you're throwing me into this another new thing. I mean, I just started a new thing, and now you want me to start another new thing, and well, I don't know how to be that butterfly. You've done that many times during your walk here on Earth, but I think once, oh my goodness, cats. Um, once
It's
you do
just
that,
Ronnie.
we have our polar bear here sitting with attention. He's got his goblet of wine or cup of coffee or beverage of choice, but you're there, you're interested, you're invested, and you're listening, and you learn so much more by listening than talking. And I believe that have learned that with that wisdom in your life, and I don't know if you share that with others, but I think you would be a very good person to interview other people. Like when you meet somebody, you talk about them and you ask them questions about their life because you're truly curious. You're learning all the time. And I think this unicorn pairs beautifully with your reading. It says, not a seahorse perspective. So that transformation, that big change, that leap of faith that you're taking over and over and over again makes you that excellent listener and very engaged. And I think once people meet you, you are somebody that people don't forget. I think that maybe if you don't connect and keep seeing that person again and again in life, I think that however you interviewed that person were engaged and interested in them, they think of you quite often. And I don't know that you know the impact that you have on other people's lives. And that's what I have for you, Madam Maru. Thank you, Maruda.
Again, I so freaking love this. Okay, she says that is true. Okay, so Maruta. All right. So first off, where I want to start with um, the essence of it, right? So there's an essence and there's an energy, right? You would think they would be the same thing, but they really are kind of their own entity when you put them into different places, right? Because they can be in two different places, right? So what I first want you to understand is that you are planting seeds about something, right? This freaking gorgeous card here. If I could get it to not shine, it's not even a shine card, it's matte. I just can't get it to work right. Can't figure out where to put it at where you guys can see it. I don't know where you can see it. Oh. Anyway, all right. So it's about planting seeds, right? So just knowing that that's where you're starting at, you don't you're one of them people that love to send love out, but you also want to receive it, right? You give unconditionally. There's no receipts attached to what you do, whether it's just being there when the phone rings or physically being there for somebody. You are a go-getter. Can't nobody take that from you. You're always planting seeds of possibilities, positive and uplifting. You're always reminding people keep hope alive. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep going. So I absolutely love that. All those little things that you do, keep planting seeds in other people. You're not even planting it in yourself, it's already there. That's why it just comes so naturally for you. It's already invested and wound and woven in every part of you. The cloth that you are cut from, they don't even make it anymore. That's how uniquely rare you are when it comes to the unconditional things that you plant along the way for everybody that crosses your path. Not just me, not just Thomas, or not just a couple other people that personally know you. Anybody, the stranger, the man down the road, the cat down the road. You just do it. It's who you are. The other thing they want me to remind you is keep up this, right? This prayer, this blessing, whether it's something that you say out loud or it's something that you say in solitude and private because it's very sacred. Whatever it is, it's yours. It's yours, and they love it. They want you to know that every time you say it, they listen. So keep doing it, because it sounds like it's not a selfish prayer at all. If anything, it sounds like it's for a whole lot of other people, or at least that's what it feels like. So keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep speaking it into existence, and it will happen in the moment it's meant to happen. Not a moment before, it will happen. Keep going. What they want you to know is that you do have a journey ahead of you, right? You have a brand new journey coming, and it's overlaying this four, right? This four of cups. So you don't have to worry about the four of cups, because the new journey is blocking it, right? Even though there's not a lot wrong with the four of cups, we can get caught up in them deep thoughts, right? I need you to not get caught up in that soul searching kind of thing, right? You're not searching for your soul. You already know your soul. You know it better than anything. You know it so well. Stop. Don't get caught up in that. Know that the journey that you're on is blocking this for a very specific reason. Put on your jester hat, get your little stick with the little bandana, get your little fur baby to go with you, and get the high stepping, because this journey was carved and created just for you. Too many people get caught up in their own train of thought, or they get to doing the self sabotage looking for soul searching because they don't understand the difference. And you're over here just planting seeds and spitting seeds out of your mouth and sprinkling them out your fingers. So don't worry about that. That's why they don't want you to see it. It's not that it's not there. It's absolutely there. It's just not something that you give priority thought to. The other thing that we're going to just kind of run through real quick is you got a promise coming too. You got a promise of an ace of swords coming in, and it is blocking the knight of coins, right? So even though the knight of coins doesn't seem like it would be bad, it is the guarantee. It's not a block. This is the court card that goes with the promise that guarantees that that promise will be fulfilled by the universe, right? These are the gorgeous, very well self immediately verified right then and there. This is the best spirit box in the world when you get instant gratification and instant knowledge to know that all the hard work that you have done, are doing, and will do is going to pay off in astronomical ways. Don't worry about what it is. You don't even probably need it, but whatever it is, it's not going to be impossible for very much longer. So don't worry about that promise. It's a guarantee. It's absolutely coming. You just have to wait for it to come to you. Your vibration is there and it's en route. So don't worry about it. No detours or nothing. It's en route. The high priestess is where your roots are at, and it's blocking the five of coins. Hallelujah. I love when we get to actually block a card that is deserving of a block, right? We don't want that anxiety and all that worry and all that crap going on, right? But that's why they threw the high priestess on top of this. So what you can keep doing is keeping your head in the clouds, keeping your smart spiritual self shining, baby. You are a lost treasure coin that eventually will be picked up by the universe. When that time comes is when that time comes. But for right now, you keep on keeping on with your high priestess self. That mentality is unbreakable. No one can take your crown. So just cock it just a little bit, because you look good with that little quirky little smile on that new Joker walk that you got, because it's going to be astronomically out of this world. Keep going, High Priestess. We love you, Marita. That's what I got for you, babe. Anything else, Ronnie? I mean, you want to have the last word around here. What he said too, Maruda. I'm just saying, he's got to be in on it with me. He's telling me what to say. I did not know you had a jester hat. That's Miles being nosy. It's Miles being nosy, guys. Plucky, baby, you're up. Are you here, Plucky? If not, no worries, because, I like to run my mouth. So, when we do fun nights like this, sometimes they run a few minutes longer than normal. But it's a late night, so it's Friday. Oh, let me see. Did anybody make a donation so I can say thank you? Nope. Okay. But future watchers or, anybody that goes on the wish list, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was amazing. Yes, Ronnie, she got you. She heard what you said loud and clear. All right, last call for Plucky. Plucky, 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 Plucky. Plucky. Going once. Going
I,
twice.
I swear we do feed them.
Going three times.
She's here. Plucky is here.
Woo, boy. We was about to. All right, Plucky. General, right? General. Okay, general it is. Okay, okay. This read is sponsored by Ronnie. Hold on, Ron. I'm coming, baby.
So, Plucky, we start out with the star. So this is what I'm getting from this is you've got the spirit of Pollyanna in you. No matter how bad things get, you can see the good in situations. So I think you have that eternal hope, just like Hershey does. Hershey has hope for mankind. She has hope for herself, and she has hope for those that she loves. Um, and Plucky, this is a squirrel in a dress, and the squirrel
Squirrel.
girl is looking
Squirrel.
mighty fine in this tangerine dress because not a lot of people can pull off
Love me
tangerine.
some tangerine. I think that is the most
You
gorgeous color.
a lot of people can pull off orange, but they can't pull off tangerine. So uh, you know, go go out and be your bright self. And if you shine real brightly, you can tone it down and just add a little white and become tangerine. Um, wow, I didn't even know this card existed in this deck. The Fool 2.0. And we got a Brittany Spaniel with his ears up and ready to jump. So Plucky, that optimism is gonna that hope and optimism for yourself, for others, is gonna serve you well because you're gonna take that next fearless leap. If you don't know about Brittany Spaniels, when they're out working, they are all about working. They're a pointer dog, so they will run around and sniff. And when they go on alert, they put one paw in the air, draw a straight line across their back. Their tail is straight out, and if you draw a line from there to there, they're showing you exactly what they're looking at. Uh, a squirrel in a dress. A squirrel girl. I think that's I wouldn't be offended at all. That means you're quick, you're agile, you can grab onto things that other people can't grab onto, and play and play and play.
Oh my god, I freaking love y'all. Oh my god, I love y'all. Love, 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 love. My
And
bad. I can't help
the, the Plucky Heroine, the last card is the King of Pentacles. So when you realize your true nature, look how chill this moose is. The moose is the caboose of this reading, and he just chill. He does what a moose does. They forage for food and they walk slowly. And you know, if you got moose legs and a squirrel dress, um, you're a tall girl and you get noticed. And the that king, he's just chill. So I think that you have a unperturbable existence. It's like if it's gonna get you, it's gonna be a major thing. It's the little picadillos in your life. It's not it's not gonna bother you at all, Plucky. Because you know your lane and you know your strengths. You know where you can improve, and you're always working on it. Uh, and just like that king, this unicorn is not a snail. It is calm. So I believe that that unperturbable you is truly unperturbable, and you're a chill girl, and you go with the flow, and you're you don't sweat the small stuff because you recognize that it's small stuff. Um, it's only the big things that trip you up. You know, if you're in crisis mode, you've got the energy to handle the crisis in the point. But as soon as the immediate crisis is over, that's when you fall apart a little bit. But you don't totally fall apart, and are you can't. It doesn't stop you from moving forward and
Wait.
doing what you have to do. It's just that moment of knowing I've gone through something very traumatic. I took care of it. Now I'm really needing a break right now. I need to rest. You know, you take your rest for a couple days, and then you pick up the pieces and you go on, and you take life as it goes. A plucky squirrel. Maruda, Maruda, Maruda. Thank you.
Maruda, thank you so very much. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And
Okay.
so that's what I have for
Yes,
you,
I'm okay.
Plucky.
I can
I
breathe now.
um
Ooh, the diaphragm is. Ooh, that was a good
so
belly laugh,
if
y'all.
Rossi is
I needed that,
asking
and it's
me,
all Tropical's fault.
we have the Paolo Barbary Unicorns Oracle, and we have Chris Chris Ann's The Tarot of Curious Creatures. So if you want to see a squirrel in a tangerine dress, that's that is the one.
I think she was talking about the not a unicorn deck, but yeah, I think, but I don't know. I think that was the card you were showing when the question popped up, but it doesn't necessarily mean that was the one she was talking about. So, Rossi, specify, please. All right. Okay, Plucky. So I don't feel like digging back out for your question because I'm already okay. So Plucky, here we go. When I look at your crown area, what I get is freaking phenomenal. I'm just slightly jelly. I'm just a little teeny tiny little smidgen, okay? But it's enough to let me know that girl, we rocking the same pH level, right? You stay in some balance, right? Do you see this gorgeous balance between the light, this side, the light, and the dark, right? The sun and the moon thing going on here, balance the yin yang of it. There is so much of that within you. You don't worry about getting a little bit on the acidity side and a little bit on the alkaline side because you know how to rebalance yourself out. You got your own scales going and you know how to keep them in balance so that you're not going wee or way too much in the wrong direction. So keep going and don't worry about falling behind in something because they are not wanting to stay at your level. They don't realize that the turtle always wins, right? The rabbit never wins. They want to be quick to get to it, but don't let that distract you. Stay in balance because yeah, I didn't mean to do that one. They paired it with self-confidence, right? So when you think about when you think about the 8 of Wands, this speedy action, right? It's okay for this self-confidence to go there and go through all of the rings of fire to chase that key because you got this, right? You know how to rebalance yourself out. Even if you have to pick up the pace just a little bit, you don't have to worry about ultimately the ending because you are going to reach it exactly when you're meant to. So don't worry about falling one way or another. It's okay to teeter a little bit, but you know enough about yourself to not let yourself go full dip into the wrong shit. So it looks really good in your crown area. I'm not even worried about that. In your heart and in the middle area, the solar plexus and the heart chakra, you got wild winds and a labor of love. So you got the 8 of Pentacles rocking this wild winds, right? We all know we can't rope the wind, but we can learn to tame our own wind, right? We don't have to blow up. We can learn to control everything about us that moves us. The breath that we take in, the air, and everything that we exhale, right? The food we consume and what our body naturally releases, right? It's all kind of a push-pull system until you understand that you're doing it with the action of a labor of love, right? You know it's going to take time to build and paint and draw and etch out that Muriel, um, come on, brain. Um, my brain isn't braining. What is it when Muriel Mari brain. What is this, y'all? What is this? What are they doing on the side of a building here? What do you call that?
Mural.
Yep. Yep. There you go. Okay. Thank you, brain. And little people helping me find the word. Okay. That's what that labor of love means, right? All of those gorgeous, beautiful, the M word again.
Murals.
Murals. Okay, so that work is worth every dang gone second that you take. Continue to understand it like no other because you have learned to tame your own winds and not let yourself be hot-headed about something. So take your time, enjoy them wild strong winds when you release them because what's on the other end of it is absolutely breathtaking and there's a lot of people that can't wait to see what that wall looks like. I'm not going to keep fighting with that word, but what that beautiful artwork looks like when you get finished with it. Down in your roots, you got literally one of the best cards ever. You got compassion, which is also known as strength, right? This is somebody that isn't worried about taming the lion because they've already done that. They've moved on to something harder in their life. They found a way to friend a crocodile, right? We don't have to worry about it being an alligator. We know it's not an alligator. An alligator can't technically break our flesh, right? They might be able to, gator roll us or whatever that log roll thing and drowned us. And then maybe if a bunch of them got together, they could pull us apart. But that croc can tear right through our skin, right? But you made him your friend. This is your strength. You can literally turn something that is misunderstood into something that you understand and you can relate to. You don't have to worry about everybody else understanding where that strength comes from, but that is a strength like no other. So continue to always befriend the beast, and the beast will always look out for you, especially when you get in them murky waters and you're not seeing what's at your ankles. You'll know that you're safe. The other one that they paired with that is prophetic dreams, right? We all have dreams that we learn by. We all have all different kinds of dreams, and there is all kinds of different dreams, right? But when you have the prophetic dreams, you have something to hold on to, right? You see what she's doing there? She's holding on to the entire dream realm, right? Not just the dream. She's holding on to the entire dream realm. She needs to know that everything that was in that dream was meant for her. There's a message in there. Now, whether you tell the whole world or it's a message just for you, that message is in them dreams. So keep honoring them dreams. Take a little notebook and piece of paper with you when you go to bed or first thing when you wake up in the morning. There is a message, even if it's a synchronicity, a warning, an awareness, a challenge, even whatever it is, it's meant for you. So enjoy the dreams as much as you can. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie. Boom, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I'm in love with this sacred sheet. Woohoo! I love this sacred sheet. It's a beautiful. Do all the YouTubey things. Look how it just magically appeared. They're magically delicious. Oh, good evening, Stony. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, I'm back. Did I notice? Of course we noticed. You didn't see the damn all points bulletin going out on everybody's phone. MIA, MIA. So glad you made it back just in time to say goodnight. All right, guys, I got about 4 more minutes and then we're gonna shut it down. You know that you could have been anywhere, but you stayed and you hung out with us on this Friday. So thank you so much. I just want to reiterate tomorrow is a scavenger hunt. Tom, just saying. And don't think you're gonna come in the chat to being a judge. I've already got the judges covered. No, I'm just talking shit. If you want to be there, you're absolutely. I,
I
seriously,
think in Texas you're
no,
a
not an
little too
Amber
old
Alert,
for
an
an Amber
MIA.
Alert.
Yeah, no, you're a little too um advanced
They
for
have
an Amber
silver
Alert, but we can
alerts
definitely put
here.
out an MIA on you. No, I know you got lots going on. That's why I got you covered. So tomorrow it will be Brian from Blushing Nerd Tarot. I'm a big fan. And Nancy's from A Crone's Intuition. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Y'all already know Thomas is going to take Nancy's side. He always does. He always does. So, anyway, I'll make sure he doesn't cheat since I won't have my number one judge there to make sure he don't cheat. So, somehow he will make it through without you tomorrow, Tom. I don't know if I will be able to say those words again without tearing up. No, I'm just talking bad shit. Woo! Yes, it is going to be great. And let me tell you, I got some humdingers. I got some on here that's going to even make you scratch your head from the first one. I didn't copy them, but honey, I went there. So it has got some humdingers in it, and I cannot wait. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Your number one judge. Wait, what? For when Thomas is cheating. He always okay. So when there is one of his favorites on the scavenger hunts, y'all, he cheats and he gives them clues and hints and shit and tells them where to go find the dang on cards. Don't even try. We got too many witnesses here. So Tom early ritual is he keeps Thomas in line when he gets to giving clues and hints because we can't give clues and hints. The chat gives the clues and the hints, and your opponent can give you one save. And Thomas is over here just giving all kinds of dang on clues and hints. So usually I'm gonna have a hell of a fight on my hands because he knows Tom's gonna be there. So he's gonna be like, I can do what I do.
It's my angel halo.
Swampy, if you're not busy, you've got to come check out the scavenger hunts if you haven't seen one yet. Just because my rulings are strong, they are fair and based on facts. Definitely bluebirds. Oh my God. Nope, there is no damn bluebirds.
It,
Absolutely. I will never live the blue
it's
the
4 Central,
bluebirds down.
Nerida.
Never gonna live it down. What?
The time for the scavenger is 4 Central, right?
No, noon.
Oh, we're doing noon. Okay.
It's always at noon. It's always at 12 noon. And then
Okay.
there is a live. Y'all, I'm bringing TT back tomorrow. So anybody that has wanted to check in with Spirit Tribe Talks with Deborah, TT and me will be live doing some energy reads tomorrow. And y'all know how she can call out that energy. So everything's been real hectic for her for the last year and a half ish, and she hasn't been able to be with us. So, yes, yes, yes. 4 Central tomorrow. Energy reads with TT, and the man behind the curtain will be there because I'm expecting all of y'all to be there and bring y'all's friends and your friends' friends and shit. All right, Thomas, what do you got coming up, bro?
Um, well, I've got Timekeeper for Scavenger Hunt. I've got Seven of Pentacles on Sunday noon Central for
No, Stony.
interactive tarot journaling. I've got to get my videos made. Um, I've got that new software that I'm trying to learn. Getting a little faster, but it's taking a little longer to create them. But once I do that, I'll have legacy content and won't have to teach that class again. We are officially at the sort of the halfway point. So got another year and a half to go or whatever, and we'll get it done
Well,
one
we gonna
Sunday
get
at a
there,
time.
y'all. One card at a time. All right, everybody. Again, thank you so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow. Good night. Sleep well and rest up because your jaws are going to be hurting from the laughter tomorrow, and your voice might be a little hoarse from screaming at the TV. But either way, we're going to rock it out. We're going to have fun. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye, all.